respect their right to do that. I question why the first time in American history a president has won every swing state.
Rosie O'Donnell, the outspoken comedian and television personality, has made headlines numerous times throughout her career, often due to her bold opinions and unfiltered commentary on various political figures, particularly Donald Trump. In recent developments, O'Donnell has once again stirred the pot by discussing what she claims are secrets about Trump's marriage, particularly focusing on his relationship with Melania Trump.
It's not easy to move to another country, and we really felt as a family this was the safest and best thing for us to do. And it looks like, sadly, we were correct. For what's happening in the United States is overwhelmingly depressing, unconstitutional, illegal, criminal, and so very sad. Let's hope that the world and the nation rallies against the current administration and their horrific ideas for what.
O'Donnell and Trump have had a long-standing feud that dates back to the early 2000s. Their public disagreements often revolved around Trump's comments and behavior, which O'Donnell has unabashedly criticized. However, her latest revelations delve into the personal aspects of Trump's life, suggesting that there is more to their marriage than meets the eye.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute.
O'Donnell's comments have sparked significant interest, particularly given the media's fascination with the Trump family. The Trumps have often been portrayed as living a fairy tale life, complete with luxury and glamour. However, O'Donnell's insights challenge this narrative, suggesting that there could be a deeper story. She has pointed to Melania's occasional reluctance to engage in public events and her seemingly reserved demeanor as potential indicators of her discomfort within the marriage. Moreover, O'Donnell has brought attention to the stark contrasts in their personalities. While Donald Trump is known for his brashness and public persona, Melania has maintained a more subdued and private profile. This discrepancy has led to speculation about the compatibility of their personalities and whether they truly understand each other's needs and aspirations. O'Donnell's observations raise questions about the fundamental nature of their relationship and whether it can withstand the pressures of public scrutiny. In addition to her commentary on their personal dynamic, O'Donnell has also touched upon the broader implications of their marriage in the context of Trump's presidency. She argues that the way Trump treats his wife may reflect his attitudes toward women in general. O'Donnell has been a vocal advocate for women's rights and has often criticized Trump for his derogatory remarks about women. By exposing what she perceives as the flaws in Trump's marriage, she hopes to underscore a larger point about his character and leadership style. The timing of O'Donnell's revelations is significant as well, with ongoing discussions about the Trump administration's policies and their impact on American society. O'Donnell's focus on the personal lives of public figures serves to humanize the political landscape. By bringing attention to the complexities of Trump and Melania's marriage, she invites the public to consider the personal sacrifices and struggles that accompany life in the spotlight. Critics of O'Donnell's commentary argue that she may be overstepping boundaries by discussing the private lives of public figures. Some believe that her insights could be perceived as an invasion of privacy, particularly given the sensitive nature of marital relationships. However, O'Donnell defends her position by asserting that public figures, especially those in positions of power, are not exempt from scrutiny regarding their personal lives. In the world of celebrity and politics, the lines between public and private often blur. O'Donnell's willingness to speak out about Trump's marriage reflects a broader trend in which personal lives become intertwined with public personas. As the public continues to grapple with the implications of Trump's presidency, O'Donnell's revelations serve as a reminder that the individuals in power are not just political figures. They are also human beings with personal challenges and complexities. Ultimately, O'Donnell's comments about Trump's marriage raise critical questions about authenticity, power dynamics, and the expectations placed on public figures. As she continues to share her perspective, it becomes evident that her insights are not just about Trump and Melania. They are also about the societal norms and values that shape our understanding of relationships. particularly in the high-stakes arena of politics. In conclusion, Rosie O'Donnell's revelations about Donald Trump's marriage to Melania Trump challenged the public's perception of their relationship. By exposing what she believes are underlying tensions and complexities, O'Donnell invites a deeper examination of the personal lives of those in power. Whether one agrees with her assertions or not, it is clear that the intersection of celebrity and politics remains a captivating and often contentious topic. Rosie O'Donnell and Donald Trump have not minced their words about one another since their feud began nearly 20 years ago.
Are you watching this moron speak? Can he form a coherent sentence? He is the worst thing that ever happened. Period. And he's just babbling like an incoherent asshole. He's like Dr. Doom. He's the worst thing. Oh, you know what? He just lies, lies, lies. I am done with Donald Trump. Let's be done with Donald, okay? Done with Donald.
The former The View host kicked off the rift between the two when she took time during the Hot Topic segment of a 2006 episode of the show to criticize Trump for being the moral authority surrounding the controversy around Tara Conner, who was that year's winner of Miss USA and was accused of partaking in underage drinking and cocaine use. He annoys me on a multitude of levels. He left the first wife, had an affair, left the second wife, had an affair, had kids both times, but he's the moral compass for 20-year-olds in America, she said. Donald, sit and spin, my friend. I don't enjoy him. Trump responded by calling O'Donnell a woman out of control in an interview with People, and their feud has continued since, with the now president calling the former talk show host out on social media multiple times.
Happy, fun-loving people, great attitude, many in this room right now that I've met. Why in the world would you let Rosie O'Donnell move to Ireland? I think she's going to lower your happiness level.
That's true. Thank you. I like that question.
Mr. Prime Minister, are you expecting?
Do you know who she is?
I'm joking.
You better off not knowing.
Most recently, O'Donnell credited her move to Ireland to Trump's second inauguration as president in January 2025.
It's not easy to move to another country, and we really felt as a family this was the safest and best thing for us to do. And it looks like, sadly, we were correct. For what's happening in the United States is overwhelmingly depressing, unconstitutional, illegal, criminal, and so very sad. Let's hope that the world and the nation rallies against the current administration and their horrific ideas for what will make America great again. And it's not racism, and it's not homophobia, and it's equality for all. That's what we're promised as American citizens.
On the show, O'Donnell mimicked Trump's words, going on to then call him the snake oil salesman on Little House on the Prairie. "This is not a self-made man," she said, referencing his successful father. Trump responded in an interview with People, claiming that his father never gave him tons of money. "You can't make false statements," he added. "Rosie will rue the words she said. I'll most likely sue her for making those false statements, and it'll be fun. Rosie's a loser, a real loser." How has Rosie O'Donnell and Donald Trump's feud continued over the years? Since then, the two have continued in a back-and-forth war of words, primarily on X. After O'Donnell announced her engagement to then-fiancé Michelle Rounds in December 2011, Trump wrote on X that he felt sorry for Rounds' parents, calling O'Donnell a loser again. Years later, Trump attacked O'Donnell on X once again after she opened up about her weight loss journey, calling her not politically correct for speaking publicly about it. Later that year, O'Donnell told People that the bullying she experienced, especially from Trump, had an emotional effect on her. "Probably the Trump stuff was the most bullying I ever experienced in my life, including as a child," she said. "It was national and it was sanctioned societally. Whether I deserved it is up to your own interpretation." During his first presidential campaign, Trump continued to bring up O'Donnell. including at the first presidential primary debate in August 2015, at which former Fox host Megyn Kelly asked the now president about his use of language such as fat pigs, dogs, slops, and disgusting animals to describe women. Only Rosie O'Donnell, he responded. The former TV host's name came up once again the following year as he faced off against Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. Somebody who has been very vicious to me, Rosie O'Donnell, I said very tough things to her. And I think everybody would agree that she deserves it and nobody feels sorry for her, he said. O'Donnell later responded in a since-deleted post on X, calling him an orange anus. After he was elected, O'Donnell admitted in an interview with W Magazine in October 2017 that she worried whether she would be able to live through his presidency.
Well, hey everybody, it's me, Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. It's Tuesday all day, as my Nana would say. And I'm here in Ireland. And it's beautiful and warm, not physically, it's actually quite cold. Moved here on January 15th, and it's been pretty wonderful, I have to say. The people are so loving and so kind, so welcoming. And I'm very grateful. I'm in the process of getting my Irish citizenship, as I have Irish grandparents, and that's what's going on, and that's where I've been and what I've been doing. And although I was never someone who thought I would move to another country, that's what I decided would be the best for myself and my 12-year-old child. And here we are. Here we are. So TikTok has gotten a little bit dark and negative for me. I don't feel capable of going through the hate that comes through, and I'm trying Substack, and I think I like it there. Now, it's hard to learn. If the Substack people are listening, you really need a more user-friendly app. It's very difficult to even find where you post. Well, maybe it's algebra, and I'm a geometry person. I don't understand algebra, and Facebook was a mystery to me and remains a mystery to me. TikTok seemed like a cinch, and I got it from the get-go. But Substack, one of the reasons why I'm liking it is it's a lot more about writing and photographs, which seem to be less incendiary, and I don't necessarily want to see, myself on the news on posts like this one. But there you have it. It's going to be what it's going to be when you're a public figure, living a more private life as you get older. This is sort of the journey that you take. I'm happy. Clay is happy. I miss my other kids. I miss my friends. I miss many things about life there at home. And I'm trying to find a home here in this beautiful country. And when, it is safe for all citizens to have equal rights there in America, that's when we will consider coming back. It's been heartbreaking to see what's happening politically, and hard for me personally as well. The personal is political, as we all know. So I've met a bunch of people. Everyone's been friendly. I have a wonderful friend named Tom who has taken me under his wing and showed me around Dublin, and I'm so grateful, really grateful. And I imagined, a different life for me when I met him. I said, imagine if I was raised here, who would I be? Would I be the same person? I don't know, I don't really know. But that's the story of what's been going on. So if you want to follow me on Substack, please do. There's options. You can do it for free, of course. And there's a way to subscribe that you get extra things like possibly videos like this or lives or if I knew how to do it, I would be able to explain better what I'm going to do, but I don't really know how to do Substack yet. So what I'm mostly doing are those little kind of simplistic, poetic lyrics posts, the least words to get to the point, kind of. Not flowery and literary, just more like text blogs. And that's how it comes out for me when I do my stuff on the internet. So I'm not going to try to impress people. I'm just going to put out the stuff as it arrives onto my phone and or my laptop. And I hope you're okay. And I'm sorry for those of you who were worried and who missed me. I just felt like we needed to take care of ourselves and make some hard decisions and follow through. And now as we're getting settled, I was ready to post this and to tell everybody what's been going on. So there, I've missed you, TikTok. I'm worried that TikTok is going to go away. It seems as though the only place you can get the news of what's really happening in terms of protests and whatnot is on TikTok. And the mainstream media has been letting us all down there in America, where the fourth estate is required in order to maintain a democracy. And, they haven't been doing their job. So here's hoping that they will get better before it's too late. And here's hoping it's not too late already. I encourage everyone to stand up, to use their voice, to protest, to demand that we follow the Constitution in our country. And not a king, not a man. And we don't have cruelty as part of our governing style. All right then, hold please, hold please. So I've been traveling around Ireland, checking it out. Beautiful country. I just wish I had brought my SLR camera, my single lens reflex digital, although the iPhone cameras are pretty remarkable. I just really want to get into photography as much as I used to be when my older children were tiny. I would take rolls and rolls of film every day. And it feels like such a long time ago that you had to actually use film in a camera, right? But I'm going to see about maybe getting another one or having mine sent over or whatever I can do. But that's all. I wanted to tell you, too, that Kuma is with us and is doing great and loves being able to be outside and taking walks on the cliffs overlooking the Irish Sea. And Kuma is in heaven. And that's pretty much all the news fit to print for today. So going to post this. I'm going to put my Substack address on the in the comments or the info, whatever the description of this video. I still don't know how to make it a blue check so that you can just click and be there. So you have to copy and paste. I'm really sorry about that, but one day I'm going to learn. And not having my 20-year-olds here to help me is problematic. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the story. Rosie O'Donnell, right there. All the news. Peace, people. Peace. And, protect your sanity is all I can say. Protect your sanity as much as you can. And try not to swim in the chaos if possible. But I know it's nearly impossible when you're there in the middle of it. And I think about everyone every day and the United States of America, and I am hoping that we can turn things around. I'm counting on you, all of you, to do what's right. And I think Deep down inside, we all know what that is. All right. Take care. Tick-tock. You don't stop.
Weeks later, she opened up on the Late Late Show that she was still shocked by how Trump has continued to reference their feud. He was very angry, to say the least, and he hasn't let it go, she said of her jabs against him in 2006. And he sort of uses me as a punchline whenever he feels the need. Trump had his own commentary on O'Donnell's emigration when Irish Prime Minister Michel Martin visited the White House for St. Patrick's Day. After a reporter asked Martin why he would allow O'Donnell to move to Ireland, Trump said he did that question before asking Martin if he knew who she was. Martin brushed off the question, and Trump quipped that the leader was better off not knowing. Regarding Trump continuing to call her out publicly, O'Donnell said, "He's been doing it for 2 decades, and I'm still not used to it every time he does."